Hey y'all, Kyle Christensen here with motivational stuff for overcoming spinal cord injury recovery and traumatic brain injury recovery. And today I wanted to talk about brain injuries and things that are caused by brain injuries, symptoms of brain injuries, common causes of brain injuries, prevention of brain injuries, and other things of brain injuries. And this came off at Mayo Clinic, and this happens to be basic information I know by heart because I've lived this, and I didn't do it at Mayo Clinic. I was at KU, but I online for information. I go to Mayo Clinic for an online source of information for any of my any of my my any of my injuries. But anyway, TBIs. All right, Mayo Clinic TBIs, and that's only because KU doesn't have one online, a section where it explains that, to where you can read off the facts about something to people. And this happens to be really to inform people basic things that they didn't know about brain injuries. TBIs usually result from a violent blow or jolt to the head or body. An object that goes through brain tissue, such as a bullet or shattered piece of skull, can result in a TBI. Mild traumatic brain injuries, physical symptoms, headache, fatigue, vomiting, problems with speech, loss of balance, sensory symptoms, blurred vision, ringing in ears, bad taste in mouth, or changes in ability to smell, sensitivity to light or sound. Oh my goodness, I was having to wear sunglasses inside for a long time after my accident because of sensitivity to light after my brain injury. Cognitive, behavioral, and mental symptoms, loss of consciousness, dazed and confused. No loss of consciousness, but a state of dazed and confused. Memory with concentration, mood swings, feeling depressed or anxious, difficulty sleeping more than usual. Moderate to severe TBIs, physical symptoms, loss of consciousness being I don't know what I put there. Persistent headache, convulsions, or seizures, which I've been extremely lucky, people. You know, I'm at a decade out, and knock on wood, I've not had a seizure yet because of my brain injury, and I've had two of them, and one of them was a severe one, and that's thank you, God. All right, repeated puking, dilation in eyes, clear fluid draining from nose or ears, inability, not irritability, good grief, that's how neat I write. Inability to awaken from sleep, weakness or numbness in fingers or toes, lost coordination, cognitive or mental symptoms, profound confusion, agitation, combativeness, unusual behavior, slurred speech, coma, causes, falls, vehicle-related collisions, violence, sports, explosive blasts. Risk factors: children, especially newborns to 4 years old, young adults, especially those between ages 15 and 24, adults 60 and older, and male any age group. And complications that can happen immediately after or soon after traumatic brain injury are altered consciousness, coma, vegetative state, brain death, physical complications, seizures, fluid buildup in brain, infections, blood vessel damage, headaches, vertigo. TBIs can cause nerve damage to the nerves that emerge directly from the brain, cranial nerves. Cranial nerve damage may result in paralysis, loss of or altered sense of taste or smell, loss of vision or double vision, swallowing problems, dizziness or ringing, persistent ear ringing, hearing loss, intellectual problems, cognitive problems, memory, hearing, reasoning, judgment, attention, executive functioning problems, problem solving, multitasking, decision making, communication problems, difficulty understanding speech or writing, difficulty speaking or writing, inability to organize thoughts and ideas, trouble following and participating in conversations, communication that may I don't know what to put there, but with social skills, communication that may apply to social skills, communication problems that may apply to social skills, trouble with taking turns or topic selection, problems with tone or like tone, difficulty understanding nonverbal cues, trouble reading cues, starting conversations, trouble reading cues from listeners, inability to use muscles to form words, behavioral changes, difficulty with self-control, lack of awareness of abilities, risky behavior, verbal or physical. I don't know what to put there. I write so neat it's scary. Emotional changes, depression, anxiety, mood swings, irritability, lack of empathy for another, anger, insomnia, sensory problems, persistent ringing in ears. Again, I mean that's a common one all across the board. Difficulty recognizing objects, impaired hand-eye coordination, blind spots, bitter taste, skin tingling, balance problems, prevention, seatbelts, helmets, alcohol and drug use. Watch those. Don't overdo those. And attention to surroundings. And really, y'all, you probably get the whole 9 yards of how wonderful living with a traumatic brain injury really happens to be for people. It really happens to be sometimes, but alrighty. Take care, y'all, and God bless.